lean in that new thing on Broad Street. Whip push button, I ain't even need a car key. About to blow a check, I don't care what it's gon' cost me. 94 Barclays, ball game, box seats. First with the hot tea and cookies make me Chinese. And I got what you need, ooh, I think they like me. No kung fu fighting over my cheese.
Give me all your shit, nigga.
That's how you say it nicely. The club closing, but we turn up when it's time to leave. All bosses at the table, everybody gonna eat. I like that pussy when it sound just like some mac and cheese. That mac and cheese, that be that shit that turn me to a sleaze. I'm smoking weed that remind you of the overseas. When it come to pills, I'm like Pablo with the coca leaf. These niggas a joke to me, they smoking on potpourri. Nigga, check my potency. Who the fuck is dope as me?
Back again on the sidelines, Foolin. You already know. You here with your boy Don Chefs.
Q. Jersey Dre.
You already know, man. And you know, I know a lot of y'all was snowed in. So I just wanted to talk about what y'all do while y'all was snowed in.
I mean, you know, for me, if I'm snowed in, have my lady with me, got my choice of drink, my choice of food, and a movie, you know, so it can go a lot of different ways from there.
I ain't gonna lie, that sound like a move, but I was in this joint by myself, man. I was snowed in. I was watching, what was I watching? Ozarks.
Good job.
A couple other shows and shit. That's about it. But and the Ozarks is too crazy too. That's another joint. We gonna get into that later. Sure, what you do, Shy? What you doing too, man?
I was asleep.
Put up on some rest.
Definitely call up on some sleep
was
too.
definitely asleep. The snow put me right to sleep. I didn't know what to do, but I got a chance to edit some things and do a couple other things too. So gave me some good extra time, you know.
Facts.
But Dre, what would your what's your food and what's your drink and what's your movie choice?
Yeah, like
what you laid up with?
Like,
what was you getting? Like, you said you got three favorite choices. What's up?
I mean, you know, I like to dabble in the red wine. So, you know, I had some of the Merlot. I had some orchards on deck.
Yeah, the Merlot.
I was nice. The Merlot. I was nice and icy in the crib. So icy boy, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So, you know, kept it simple. Threw some biscuits in the oven. We had the Red Lobster cheddar baked biscuits.
You real nigga.
Follow the instructions on the box. You know what I'm saying? You know? So, yeah, we had that going too. We had, I started watching The Witcher. The Witcher. John, it's crazy as shit. So we was watching that and I was sleeping too. So, yeah, man, that was my, you know, my snowing day.
That's what's up, man. But, yeah, I mean, I feel like the only thing you could do when you snowed in, like, was just relax, like, just take a break. I've been busting my ass all week, so like this little snow day was like perfect, man. Shit came right in handy. Fucking got some rest, like Shop did. Caught up on some shows.
Z's.
You know what I'm saying? And then just order takeout, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't really do so much.
That delivery fee was probably
No, definitely. That's
Niggas trekking through the fucking snow and the ice.
Corny. No, like just bring me my food. You worry about the elements. Fuck all
the
that. Drop the food off, bro. Go about your, you know what I'm saying? Go about your day. Like you worry about the elements.
Yeah, and we want to stay consistent. We want to keep delivering y'all the content. You know,
right.
Snow aside. We want to stay consistent every week, and you know, we're talking about consistency. We going into the first topic, so we was thinking about, you know, consistency. How do you stay consistent in all areas, right? So if I'm thinking about myself, how do I stay consistent? I set a routine for myself. You know what I mean? So that can look like whatever it is. Like, but for me, personally, I stay consistent in holding myself accountable, going to the gym, doing what I say I'm gonna do, dropping this shit every week, regardless, snow or not.
Exactly, snow or not.
Yeah, no, I hold you. These niggas came to my crib in a bobsled. That's how determined they was.
Yo,
it's snow outside.
My feet wet right now.
They just pulled up drone. I said, all right, bet. These niggas, they serious.
Niggas is determined. So
we had to get this pot out for y'all. But you know what I'm saying? Consistency, I mean, I feel like you should stay consistent in everything you do. Whether it's like just, you know what I'm saying, decision making. You don't wanna keep making You want to consistently make like bad decisions for yourself. You want to make positive decisions for yourself and understand when you make that, you know, when you were making like 2 or 3 fucked up decisions, you gotta want to correct that shit. Cause like some people are going on like a consistent, like strike or just keep on making fucked up decisions back to back. I'm like, damn, why I keep going through all this shit? Cause you're consistent with being, you know what I'm saying, a fuck up. You gotta correct that shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta nip that shit in the bud. So like my man saying with decision making and just being, you know what I'm saying, just being an adult. You know what I'm saying, analyze your situations. Yeah. Don't hide behind, you know what I'm saying. Whenever you got something like right in front of you, face that shit. Stop, you know what I'm saying, stop hiding. Cause like I had a bad habit of doing that shit, man. Like hiding behind my, you know what I'm saying, whatever little issue I got in front of me, I'd be like, man, I'm about to smoke a L. Which is why I told y'all I stopped smoking, man. I had to get consistent with that. Cool, my G. I ain't holding you, even though I just hit the blunt like 30 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? I've been consistent with that shit for like a long ass time, but like now I'm focused now, so it's not like I'm hiding behind nothing. Like I've been stopped smoking for a long ass time, so I had to stay consistent with that. But now that I'm facing all my whatever, you know what I'm saying, in front of me, taking care of it and moving on, like I can hit the blunt here and there, you know what I'm saying?
Why not?
Yeah, what you got?
I've mainly been trying to get back to consistency with myself. It's definitely after getting out of a relationship and out of a relationship that was consistently going in a negative direction, when I consistently tried to come to the girl and speak with her and try to work things out, it continued to seem like insanity. And I kept coming to a realization that that's the wrong type of consistency. Right. I was following the wrong path, and I had to put my energies more into myself instead of burying them all into this particular female. And so now that's like moving forward, being consistent with myself leads to starting this podcast, putting these shows out every week, starting my business, which is coming soon, and really being consistent in building my mental health.
And yo, bro, that's making me think about, like, and we talking about consistency, I'm thinking about the fact that you say you're gonna do something as a man, people will hold you to your word.
Exactly.
Right? So you have to work on building that within yourself.
Exactly.
However you need to do that.
Standing tall on what you say.
Right. It's almost like you building a muscle in the gym. It's like, how do you build those habits to stay consistent? For us being grown men and holding true to what we say we're gonna do, people gonna hold you to your word.
Right.
All I got is my word and my nuts. What Tony Montana said that shit. So you feel me? Word is bond. Like that shit is real.
That's facts.
So, you know, consistency plays a very important part in who we are, who we want to be, and greatness in general. Like, you got to be consistent at anything you do if you want to be in that upper echelon of people. We talking about you being a great, you stay consistent at it. Look at, for example, look at Wallow. Wallow come out. Nobody know who Wallow is. We just see this bald headed old head in the streets doing push ups in the rain in the fucking middle of the street, running up to the camera, snapping. Who the fuck is this old head? But bro, Wallow was different. He understood how the game run. For him to come out after the 20 years he was in there, for him to come out and jump right in and understand how this shit worked, doing shit differently. Fast forward to where he at now, bro. He in position. He's a creator of the culture, bro. He's pushing the culture forward.
Exactly.
Just off of consistency.
But I find it crazy too, cause like a lot of people that do it on the outside. Not even speaking of Wallow, cause Wallow journey was crazy, but like there's motherfuckers that's been on the outside that been had people that's like, well, keep going, and like somewhere along the line, like they kind of lose faith and they quit, right?
Right.
And I'm not saying you any less of a person because you realize like, all right, maybe I need to change my viewpoint on this mission, or maybe I need to change a plan or something. If you see something is stale and you get out of it, like that's like a bad investment. Like you see it's a bad investment, you're gonna get the fuck out that joint. If you realize you're doing something that shit's stagnant, there's nothing wrong with taking a step back and like figuring this shit out. Like I said, you gotta be consistent with yourself. Like am I? I'm saying, is what I'm doing right now going to really make me some money in the long run? Is just going to help my family? Like, am I progressing? Or am I stagnant? So like you gotta consistently be real with yourself. Like,
are you comfortable?
You know what I'm saying? You don't never want to get too comfortable.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
as soon as you start feeling comfortable and it's a stalemate, yo, you are doing. I gotta turn this shit up. Like I gotta do something else. So you know what I'm saying? Being consistent is, I mean, it's a vast topic, but like I feel like everybody should be consistent with you. Shit, even if you're gonna be a bad friend, be a bad friend consistently. Like get the fuck from around me so I can make that decision to cut you off my life. Like,
if you're a bona fide bad friend,
if you a bad friend, be consistent so I'll figure that shit out and leave you alone. If you gonna be on some, you know what I'm saying, consistently had bad communication with me, let me know so I can leave you alone. Like all that shit. Like be consistent with whatever you do. You know what I'm saying?
And all things.
I'm saying all things, whether it's bad, whether it's good. So I'm saying people can, I'm saying, vacate, they, I'm saying, get from around you. But
Real
yeah,
shit.
you know, because consistency play a long role. Usually consistency a big deal breaker in relationships.
bro,
So I mean, what would be a deal breaker to y'all?
real
in a
nigga, you my man.
relationship?
I'm glad you brought that up because that's something I wanted to ask y'all. I wanted to ask y'all about like deal breakers, and I feel like everybody got different deal breakers.
Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna let
different.
Drake if you got something, because I know you in a relationship right now, and I know for a fact you probably had to get past some.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm gonna let you take the lead on that because
I mean, the first thing I'm thinking about is the conversation. Like
right.
you had that initial conversation,
Right.
you set the boundaries or you set what it is that you feel like are the deal breakers, right? And once you have that understanding from that conversation, if we need to come back and change that,
Right.
or if something happens where it's like, all right, now you saying something different from what was being said before, like what's this about? Then you have that different conversation. So I guess, for example, let's say like in most relationships, some people cheating is the deal breaker. Let's say, for example, you get put into a situation where, you know, you're being too friendly with somebody else, and you're like, hey, that's extremely close to the deal breaker.
Sure.
Like, you know what I mean? That's borderline disrespect. So that's
What's
like
your deal breaker?
that's an example. My deal breakers in my relationship is definitely cheating, for sure.
Well, wait, before you continue, what's cheating is like hold on. All right, so listen, I'm gonna be that guy. Hold on, wait, time out. I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy. And like, hold on, cheating, right? All right, so we talking about cheating. I sound like AI. We talking about practice. We talking about
Cheating extraordinaire right here.
I said, come on, man.
He said, hold up, I know about this cheating.
Hold on, time out. No, don't do that.
I'll tell y'all.
Don't do me like that.
Playboy.
Don't do me like that. All right, look. What I'm trying to say, all right, so cheating, like, everybody has their own playbook on what cheating is, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, in a normal, you know, platonic relationship, so cheating would be, you know, having sex with somebody, maybe kissing somebody, going to see somebody. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, it's like, if you texting somebody, or it's weird. It's like a blurred line when it comes to like cheating. So like, you gotta really like when you talking to somebody, get to know like what's your definition of cheating.
I mean, like, I think, like I was saying, to go back to the conversation, because everybody's relationship is different. Like, you might have an agreement in your relationship, like, okay, like, you can fuck somebody, but I gotta pick them, or like, I gotta see what exactly going on with this person. I'm cool with it. Okay. You know what I mean? It's different like standards and different boundaries in relationships. Like some relationships might be like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Like if you even looking at it, if you nigga double tap that picture, and nigga, you done. And it's over. She gonna see the text like, we need to talk.
That's the worst text message.
You met me on Instagram. I was liking pics when I met you. Now I can't like pics. What the fuck?
So you know, it's based on what you value in your relationship. Like some women, some men, whatever your deal is that you got going on, it's not all the same. So it's based on the conversation you have within the relationship. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And you know, y'all have that understanding. Shit changes. You know. So that's what I'm learning. I'm saying that as a nigga that has cheated before. You feel me? If you
Listen,
if you want to be 100%.
If you sit on this pod and you saying you ain't cheat, you was a hold on, shy. Answer the question. Come on, cause my man Marley just said he cheated before. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't the greatest nigga, but I mean I own my shit. I cheated before.
I ain't cheated.
You never cheated?
No.
He lying.
Solid, good motherfucker.
He lying.
He lying.
He's lying.
I ain't
So
cheated.
you gotta go through shit like that to learn though. I'm different
I've been cheated on.
from experience.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, yo, your next. I don't want to sound like a bad influence, y'all.
I've been
Your
cheated
next
on,
girl, you
for
gotta
sure.
cheat on her, man. You gotta
Yo,
cheat.
no.
Oh, he's a bad influence.
You gotta cheat on your next shorty. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh no.
You gotta get your lick back,
Brad, you're
man.
not gonna be invited to the wedding.
No.
She gonna
She like,
I don't like that brand.
What's his name?
No.
Listen.
Listen.
Q, I don't like that.
Listen,
Q.
man. Get it back in blood, man. Listen, I don't like this for you, bro. You my man. I don't like that.
But no, yeah, you gotta go through shit like that in order to get to this point. You know, to say like, yeah, this is what it is, and move accordingly, move in that area.
So if we dug back, like way back, say we dug back into like time to like high school, right?
Oh, shit.
And you
Hold
just
on, talking about what
a
grade?
time.
What grade though? You saying high school? What like?
He's saying 9th through 12th.
I'm talking 12th grade. I'm talking right before you get out,
before
and
you
you
get out,
contemplating if you going to college or not, if you about to do trade, if you about to go work at McDonald's or what. You feel me? Like, what would you do differently if you knew like half of what you know now? Like, how would you move?
I don't know, but I mean,
18. How would you move?
18. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have.
Because
I
what
wanted
was
to
your
play
dreams?
football.
What was your aspirations?
I wanted to
Like,
play.
what
I
were you
wanted to
doing
play
there?
football, but at the same time, I was trying to do like, you know what I'm saying, like this physical training type drawing. So like, I wanted like some type of like fitness. I'm saying training type fitness, but
Personal trainer.
personal training type drawing. But I think I really should have kept playing football. I gave
What
that shit.
position you played?
I wanted to, well, I never tried out on some shit because my school sucked. Like my school was Bells was trash, bro. When I got because I played Little League, but like when I got to my school, when I kept seeing it, I'm like, oh, y'all niggas is terrible. I said, yeah, bro, I'm not about to waste my time. I fuck around, get injured, and I don't even fucking go D1. I don't get to a D1. Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm alright, bro. I'm good. Like, y'all niggas is terrible.
So you was focusing on the negatives a little bit.
A little bit too much. What could have been a positive? And I mean, that's something I look back on. So now, exactly. So now I'm like, if I can get to go back, I'm gonna just go out there and do my thing. Ball out. That's really what I should have did, and I probably would have been out the way because I done got myself into some shit. High school, fucking got arrested and all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I should have never. Yeah, I should have never stopped trying to play football. That was
About you, bro.
Oh man, I would have definitely made some. I would have made some mixtape soccer videos, cause I was a savage. I was a pure athlete. I used to score from half field and all that. And when I went to college, I talked to the coach and I was going to play for him. I was going. He told me to come out to the practice. I was like, bet. I went and played basketball at the gym. Rolled my ankle, had like a tennis ball inside. I couldn't walk for like 3 months. I couldn't run for like another 2.
Goddamn.
Yeah, it was real bad. So that messed up everything for me. I wouldn't have went to that gym.
You probably broke that.
I wouldn't have went to the gym. I would have waited. And I would have made more mixtape videos of what I was doing and had somebody record so I can actually get on the mat because I was pretty good. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I mean, like for real, when we was picking this one, I'm like, damn, this is hard because, like, if I was 18 again, I would say that I probably would have went to a trade school instead of college. But as I'm saying that, I'm like, damn, I met some dope ass people You know what I mean? In college, example A, my guy right here.
You for sure.
When
You
he in
already
school,
know, man.
you feel me? And anybody listen to this that I still have a relationship with, I value your relationship. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm saying this based off of that. Because niggas it's thousands of dollars in debt. It kind of don't be worth the dollar. The relationships.
Can learn do shit on my own.
Right. This people, I graduated from school 6 years ago now. Goddamn. But
yeah, ain't
the people that I've met there, I still have, close relationships with people. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't trade that in. But goddamn, if I was 18 again, I would probably go to electrician. I would probably go something that route, with the cribs and shit, because there's a lot of money to be made.
Right, y'all can keep that 34.
Yeah, I had the opportunity. Like, my crib was getting worked on, and there was an electrician in there, and this nigga was like, obviously you gotta have skill to do it, but what he was doing was so simple, and it was like $900. And I'm like, the fuck? Like, I could do that shit with the right train. I could learn this on YouTube. You feel me? I could just be a little bit more upright. So shout out to my folk that's, went to college and got their degree, but, a little dragged down with debt. I can relate to that. So I probably wouldn't have went to college, to be honest, if I had to think about it.
I just started my business, chucked all that.
Yeah, but that was, damn. I was a whole different mindset. That was 12 years ago, so I wasn't even thinking the same. So I had the opportunity to play ball in my first school. I went to junior college. I was down there on scholarship, so I got to live that life, you feel me? And I came back closer to home, and had to grind it out. So, although I learned a lot, I met a lot of people, you know what I mean? If I had to take it back, I wouldn't have even did any of that shit. But it made me who I am, so I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Pancake. Pancake and snapping bread.
Yo, these
My
rams
cake.
though.
I already fed that nigga. He better stop calling me.
Yo, pancakes are you.
I'm gonna put pancake
Man.
between 2 loaves of bread. With some lettuce and cheese. He better relax. Turn him into a cheesesteak. He better cool out. Oh my god, they was about to take that shit the other way, bro.
Brad gonna throw a pancake in a wok.
Or we're gonna be like, Daddy, what's for lunch? I'm gonna be like, guinea pig. Chefing that shit right up.
Niggas came back.
Lil grab. Nigga, Pokemon, Lil grab.
It's a pancake evolve. I'll read it.
Lil grab, go. Lil grab, attack. Oh, my bad. Lil grab, oh my god, yo.
Oh my god.
My fault.
I don't know if y'all watched that Bengals game earlier. So me and my daughter was in here watching this joint. But Joe Burrow, call him Joe Burr, Big Burr. Big Burr. Big Burr. He was doing his thing, man. And now we were sitting here watching this Rams 49ers game. The Rams just won, man. So
He
did. He played great, but sometimes you need a whole team. It can't just be one player. So I'm saying now we got the Rams and the Bengals going to the Super Bowl.
Who would have thought?
So that's gonna be a great game. I'm saying everybody kept doubting Matthew Stafford, saying he was a butt. No, bro, he not no bust. They're saying that boy good. He not no joke.
Odell going to the Super Bowl.
That's also good to see. Coming off of another ass team with the fucking Browns and shit. They kept saying it was him. No, it was Baker Mayfield.
I knew it was him.
It was the white man.
It was a white
man. It was not the black man. Y'all gotta understand.
Yo, so we just got on the gram, and it's basically a rendition of Odell, but it's the snowfall is going on Odell on there, so we just start raising at that. Let me go ahead and double tap that.
Yeah.
Double tap.
Definitely, I'm saying I'm gonna share that, bro. That was funny as shit. But yeah, man, we finally getting. I think we're gonna get the showdown in the Super Bowl that everybody needed. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see coming up.
I'm saying top 5 artists dead or alive.
Top 5 that are live. This is a conversation that's been had so many times.
Highly debated.
I'm gonna say this because I only got I got one person I'm gonna say, and it's gonna be Lil Wayne. And if anybody knew when LimeWire came out and all this shit, you knew who music. Frostwire,
all them Jones.
You knew who you was looking up on the drum. You was looking up all the Lil Wayne tracks. So like,
you got hundreds of his tracks.
So I came up on that era. So I'm gonna say Lil Wayne, Lil Tunchi, Weezy F Baby, Lil Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? You said top 5, like all his nicknames. Listen, man, I fuck with Wayne. Nah, that's
Dialogue.
You know what I'm saying? Like for real, like that's real shit. But who y'all got?
Oh man, it's always tough. It's always tough. But I'm gonna have to say Wayne. And I'm not putting this in no order, but Wayne definitely up there in the 1s and 2s, cause that's just how I feel. But I'm gonna say Wayne. I'm gonna say Tupac. I'm gonna say Kanye. I'm gonna say Cole. And I'm gonna say J. Cole. That's what I mean by Cole. Don't get confused with the J. Cole. You already know. The Friday Night Lights. You already know. So, and then lastly, this is the toughie. This is the problem. Oh man. Kendrick.
There we go.
And it might be a little more. It might be a couple that can take their place, but that's what I think we'll go with.
This shit always tough because it's like you could say a 5, but I definitely know I be wanting to stretch it to 10. Because there's too many people that I fuck with,
too, bro.
But like to put it in a 5, my 5 was like niggas mentioned. I put Kanye for obvious reasons, Wayne, obvious reasons, Kendrick, Cole, and my last one, no particular order, was Mr. Top 5 DOA. That's Jadakiss. And like for me, Jadakiss was in this for sure. We talking about longevity. We talking about bars, and like for me, like Jadakiss is one of the handful of rappers that I believe everything he say. Like literally everything he say, I believe it. It's like this nigga do not lie, bro. Like it's so crazy that if I found out that nigga was lying about shit, bro, my life would be different. Like real shit, my life would be over. My life would be like real shit, bro. That's how much I believe what this nigga say, bro. Like, so yeah, Jadakiss is definitely in my top 5 for sure.
Definitely stand on what he rap.
Yeah, since day one.
And that's the problem. A lot of niggas not doing that. A lot of niggas not standing on what they rap. I mean, they'll tell you in interviews they'll say, yo, I don't do none of this.
And Kiss adapted.
Niggas like Beanie Siegel and all them niggas did that shit.
Right. Yeah.
State Property? I love that movie.
Them niggas adapted. Well, Kiss adapted, he stayed himself. Like he switched to how the game was, but he always stayed true to himself. He never tried to ride a wave or anything like that.
They was the wave a lot, man. You see what happened in the verses. They Dipset, nigga cooked the shit out Dipset, man.
Murdered them.
Niggas ain't had no chance, man. Nigga, Joel Santana and them veneers, he had no chance.
For sure. Some niggas got endless bars. Them Jones keep rolling.
You can't really do much with the locks, bro.
No, you can't, bro.
That's real shit.
You gotta be real music orientated to really come with. So you can't be on the like super fly niggas. The Dipset just fly nigga talk like for real. That's what you can't.
It was on the cam over there holding it.
Exactly. Like I said, this nigga Juelz came in with a fitted do-rag.
Bandana.
Fitted do-rag bandana. I was like, bro, what the fuck is this?
Juelz thought it was 07 for a second.
Come on, bro, you gotta get this nigga off the stage, son.
Then Jim Jones was Jim Jones, but he just wasn't here for it. Then he had Freaky Zeke there, and Freaky Zeke is... Niggas probably don't even know who I'm talking
bro,
about.
Your name Freaky Zeke, bro.
They said, I never heard of
that.
that.
You on the stage, bro.
Freaky Zeke.
Freaky ass old head. Why you keep it up here, bro?
Yo.
Yeah, they got the niggas out of there, but I'm saying, all right, that's what's up. I mean, that's everybody top 5 that are alive. I said top dead.
Top dead. Damn.
Alright.
Oh man, shout out to Jada Kiss and Lil Wayne because they solidified top 10. No problem. No way you can say they not. But I feel like we're running out of time, ladies and gentlemen.
Damn, already.
Already. It was good talking to y'all though.
Yeah,
It really was. It's always a good time
What's
talking
this
to y'all.
the third installment?
The third
Trace.
Trace?
No, yeah, this
Trace,
is the
we
third-
doing big things right now, y'all.
third
We
installment.
definitely doing big things.
Let's keep it rolling.
I hope y'all leaving the reviews. I hope y'all even saying, giving us feedback.
Show the
Like, come
love.
on, man, show the love. Saying so.
We got a Gmail up and running now too. So the Gmail right now is number 2 FoolinCrew@gmail.com. So we want to interact and engage with y'all a little bit more. Send, if you want to send some questions, some topics to the Gmail. It's up and running. Also, we got the video from the past couple of episodes chopped up. We're going to get the YouTube page up and running soon. So every week we want to come with new shit for y'all to absorb and new content. So we got that coming down the pipelines. Please leave a review.
Please.
Let us know what's up.
Please let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't like. We will improve.
We in this with y'all. Like we need to know. So we appreciate y'all listening.
And you already know it's about that time to go. You here with your boy, Don Shifts.
Q.
Dre Marley.
And this is On the Sidelines Foolin. We out of here, boy.